What's going on, guys? Welcome to mikeybalzz Fishing. We are at, the barbecue thing is blocking it. This is GTO, Guntersville Tackle and Outdoors. I am actually about to go on the lake fishing, but my buddy's Myles Murray, dude. Go check him out. He's a guide on Lake Guntersville. He's the cat that caught like a 30+ pound bag back in, I think it was February, dude, on a chatterbait. He kind of showed us the trick. We went up fishing with him. He's gonna give us a little Guntersville, kind of North Alabama fishing report, as well as kind of some hot baits that GTO's got that are really working right now in spring. We're kind of in a transition. We got ledge fish, medium fish, spawning fish, like shad spot, everything's going on. So we're gonna get a fishing report from him, get some highlight on some cool baits. I got Bog right here. Everybody say hi to Bog. Hey Bog, you want to go fishing after the fishing report? Yes, good fishing. Say, you guys stay there. We gotta go. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Let's go into GTO and talk to Myles. All right. GTO. So we got Myles right here. What's up, homie, dude? What's going on? Myles is an epic guide on Lake Guntersville. Where can they find you if they want a trip and that?
Facebook or Instagram, Myles Murray 07, or you can come into GTO and you can find me here, guys.
And the coolest part about it is, if you ever want to come into GTO and just get like a breakdown, like a basic fishing report or kind of what they're biting on, Myles works here when he's not guiding, dude. So you can come in, kind of shoot the breeze and that. He'll tell you exactly what they're biting on. You can just hang out, dude. Especially with everything going on, it's nice to kind of just talk fishing, get your mind off of stuff. But Myles, enough of this me yapping, dude. I want to go out. Me and the girl are going to go out on the lake today and try to catch some fish. Can you tell me a little bit what's going on and basically give me that fishing report? Like, what do I need to have on the boat?
They're in all stages right now. I mean, you got still some that are on bed. You got post, pre-spawn. Some real good baits right now are like a Texas Rig brush hog, still with the weightless Senkos. You can probably find some on some mussel beds with a football jig, Carolina rig, and some crankbaits. I mean, really, you can pick and choose how you want to catch them right now, but it's just finding them. So with the changing of the weather, I think things will stable out next week when it starts to warm up. But right now it's a little tough, but it's definitely getting better.
You see that? He's playing the guide and playing like the fit. Okay, Myles, quit tugging my chain, dude. It's like, you might catch him on some crankbaits. Show me what, dude, like, come on, man. Like, don't jerk me around, dude.
Let's go check out this zoom wall.
Show me something.
Bedding fish, for your fish that are still on bed, you'll want to throw something Texas Rig, like a Ultra Vibe Speed Crawl. Watermelon Red's always good. We got every color. I mean, literally, we have a zoom wall for days. And Zoom Z crawls are really good right now. They're pretty hot. Brush hogs, of course, that's like a staple here. Any color brush hog seems to be doing really good right now, especially your watermelon, because the water's starting to clean up in certain places. It's still dingy in some. We have our stick baits right here. Yum dingers. We got Yamamoto, Senkos. What else we got? Here's our whole net bait selection right here. They have some stick worms as well. Not really stick worms, more like finesse worms. Jackal Flick Shake, that'd be another good weightless stick worm to throw. Yeah, we got our gambler back here, Mikey.
That's what I like to hear. Because you know, you were talking about like those kicker crawls and that. Like,
yeah,
I've been actually using that Go Scale burner crawl, right, dude, on beds, and then we got like a brush hog style bed. But yeah, that's
for sure. Yeah, y'all got that Fat Ace too.
Yep.
That'd be a great one, great weightless stick bait to throw right now.
So let me ask you, Myles. So basically, you know, I've been actually out on the lake quite a bit too. Like right now, you want to have still a weightless stick bait rigged up, like plastics wise. Got to have a Texas rig. What would you put on like the back of a jig right now? Like a chunk or like a crawl bait?
Your little burner crawl would not be a bad one. And then I prefer like a rage crawl or maybe a super speed crawl. It's just a little bit bigger. That's the Yabby mud bug. That's a good color. It's just a little bit bigger Ultra Vibe speed crawl.
But basically something that moves though, kicks, because we're kind of beyond our like 50 degree. But I guess what I'm asking, though, are we kind of beyond our like super subtle non-moving, like we can have movie flappy kind of? Okay.
This is a new one that I've really started to like. It's a spicy beaver. It's actually got it's got some different appendages on it, as you can see right here. Kind of got some kicker legs on it. It's pretty sweet. That one's been doing really good. And then of course your rage crawl, man.
That is kind of the standard,
Yeah,
dude, with those
is
ridges
here,
and that.
man. It is. We got a good selection of rage. We got the Menace, the Rage Crawl, the Rage Crawl Junior. You name it. We got
Have you ever met Steve Parks, the guy that dude's like 9 feet tall? Steve Parks is super nice, dude. Like he back in the day when I first started doing videos, he sent me some rage baits. But the dude's like 9 feet tall, and I guess he's like a black belt in karate, dude. Like he's scary, dude. Scary but super nice.
We got the lobsters. Those
the big ones.
Those get hot in the summer.
Yeah, dude, those big mondo baits. So I guess then let's go to this. What one thing I've actually struggled with lately, dude, personally, is like catching fish on hard baits or like more power fishing baits. I've been catching a bunch on a Ned rig, on a Texas rig, a few on a chatterbait, but like what kind of hard stuff are you throwing with the shad spawn and just with these fish in transition?
I love a spinnerbait in the shad spawn, but you can catch them on pretty much any shad imitation bait. In my opinion, they're so fired up when it's going on. You know, like all your 1.5s are great.
Square bills, yeah.
All your 1.5s, which we have a great selection of. So we got some 6 cents. They got that one's pretty cool right there. I've actually been messing around with that little movement bait. We got the Fritz side crankbait.
Love those things, dude. Those Fritz side. Now it's not something you're gonna throw when they're absolutely chewing, but if you got funky fish or Guntersville super high pressured, that Fritz side's got like a super flat back, dude. We had it in another video. Super subtle, super tight wobble. It's got a little different bill on it too. It's like an octagonal bill, and it knocks off the rocks. It's like killer, dude.
It's good when the water's cold, that's for sure. We got Spro Lil John MDs. That's another good one. You go over here, we got our Mega Bass and our Rapala.
Nice. I like the pricey stuff, bro.
Yeah. The Rapala is probably on Guntersville, probably my favorite crankbait bar none.
DT series,
I love the DT series.
Even down to the ledges like DT16 and that. Yeah,
I'll bust out a DT20.
I'm a fan too, dude. Yeah.
But BD series are pretty good. We got
what's a BD?
It's a Boyd Duckett series.
Oh.
It's his series.
I've never actually seen that.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet.
Yeah, they're reasonable price point.
Yeah.
Like they're not crazy.
He also makes a little glide bait and some swimmers down at the bottom. Then you get into your Jackal, which I love Jackal. Jackal makes a crankbait. I keep a secret that it's the real deal out here.
You know what's funny though, dude? I've found like with like Jackal and the Mega Bass stuff, like most of it's really, some of it's like insanely good, like worth every single dollar. Some of it's not as great, but there's a few baits that both Jackal and Mega Bass mates that like literally, dude, they will catch fish when nothing else will, and it's worth like every $26-7 whatever, man.
Absolutely.
It's freaking crazy.
I second that 100%. And then of course, when you get over your Mega Bass, we got the Vision 110, which would probably be really, really good in the shad spawn, I think. A lot of jerk baits shine during the shad spawn. I don't prefer one. Like I said, I stick to a spinnerbait or a chatterbait. Yeah, for sure.
Let me ask you a quick question about jerkbait, because one thing I've actually noticed up here, and I noticed it first on Smith, jerkbait used to be like dude, it's fall, it's winter, that's the only time you're gonna throw it. Water's 55 and below, dude. People have been using them like dead of summer, like schooling fish. Like, is there like a change, or is it just people reimagining how to fish it?
I think it's just something different. That's my opinion. I just think that, especially on Guntersville, like these fish see the same thing every single day. So I think it's a different look for them. I'm not a big jerkbait fisherman. I fish it when I have to, but yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. I feel like it's just a different look, you know. They don't see it much in the summertime, so I think that's what it is. We got the mag drafts too, man. That probably
these I gotta try. Do you throw the line through, or do you rig them with a belly weight? Okay. So actually, I'm gonna buy one of these. So what color should I buy on the mag drafts? Because I have wanted to throw one of these. Because the grass is just kind of coming up, and you can like tick this joker like in like 1 to 4 to 5 foot, dude, and slow roll it. But I don't have one, so I want to try it.
Secrets today, Mikey.
Oh, sorry.
No, AYU's a good one.
Something that looks like a big gizzard with the green on the back.
Sure, the little purple in it. Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but the gizzard shad have a little purple in it.
Do they really?
Yeah, they got a little purple streak to them. This is the really good one, but we're out right now.
Yeah, I noticed that on the line through.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll probably grab. All right, I'll just grab an IU, dude. Yeah, this is probably one I'll grab. But basically, what do you call it? Match a hatch.
Yeah,
that's all you're talking about. Match a big gizzard shad. So what I really want to know about you, and you've teased it, dude, and do you notice, so Myles is a great guy, and he will share like different perspectives and tips, but you know how he said like, oh, you know, I throw a spinnerbait during the shad spawn, and then he walked over to the crankbaits, and then he's like, look at all these swim baits, and these, dude, I want to know what spinnerbait you're throwing. Go show me this deal, dude.
I'll come off a little bit. Oh, swim jigs are great.
These days, swim jigs, yeah, dude, yeah, pick up a swim jig, definitely.
Yeah. I love a War Eagle spinnerbait. That's
Nice.
what I grew
That's
up
classic,
with.
dude.
And, I'm gonna let it out, but the mouse, man.
Mouse.
Yeah, it's the translucent. I like a double willow leaf, but I like 2 silver blades in the mouse. But that right there, if you're around a shad spawn, that right there will get it done all day, every day.
Do you run a trailer? Do you want a trailer hook?
No, I might put a trailer hook on it, but I just try to get it out there, man. You know how that shad spawn is. It's fast and furious.
Yeah,
you gotta get out there.
Well, and it's another reason why you want to fish a hard bait too,
Right.
dude, because you want to hook them and friggin' dump them, dude. Otherwise, you're
Absolutely.
missing opportunities. Let me ask you, and this is an honest fishing question. You know, he works at GTO. You might not want to answer it. I love the War Eagle spinnerbaits, but they do have kind of like a finer wire arm.
You're gonna break.
You're gonna break them. So the reality is, like, it's a better vibration. There's something magical about the War Eagles where they do have like a better vibration than a lot of the other spinnerbaits on the market, but you are going to bust them. So FYI, always have 2 or 3 of them in the boat, especially in a shad spawn situation, dude. Because right at the wrong time, the arm's just gonna break. It is what it is. The price point is not horrible, dude, for a high quality component spinnerbait, man. So like, whatever, but just FYI, real fishing, hashtag. You know, one question I do have about that too, so we get the shad spawn down south,
Right.
but it's gizzard shad, I'm sorry, not gizzard shad, thread fins.
Right.
Is that up here, when you say the shad spawn, is that thread fins happening, or is that gizzard shad too?
It's both.
Really?
Yeah, they both have to spawn at some point in time, I think, but most of the time when you're seeing it, it's thread fin.
Okay, it's the smaller, more compact.
It's thread fin, but that's not to say they want to eat a big bait.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
well, and a lot of times with these spinnerbaits too, I mean, it is a bulkier bait, but you got the blades on it, which actually, it looks like it's supposed to mimic a school of fish. It's the old school A-rig kind of deal, dude.
A-rig, in my opinion, and we also have the ones with, you know, the mini school shad, mini shad, where it's got the extra blades on it, and the hog collar where it's got 3 blades on it. That's pretty cool.
Dude, I wreck them on Wilson. Usually it's like an early season thing, but the smallmouth and largemouth on bluff walls, dude, you guys have seen the video, like that kills it. So I'm gonna have to bust out my multi-blade for the shad spawn too, dude. Right. Cause you can throw that, it's like throwing a rig, but I can throw that in a friggin' tree that's like,
absolutely,
you know, like,
and get it and fish it clean and effectively.
Exactly, dude.
Whereas if you're throwing a rig around it, you'd be dealing with 6 or 8 hooks.
All right, last thing I want to hit you with real quick. So we are kind of at the very fringe of ledge season. It's been like a cold the past few days. You wouldn't even know it. But there's definitely some post-spawn fish. Like, dude, you're 30 pounds. This kid caught a monster bag. Like, one 30-plus bag plus like 220. Like, dude, monster. But, dude, those fish, I bet you spawn in like a month and a half ago.
I guarantee it. I guarantee it. They're just waiting around on the warmer weather.
Exactly.
Man. That's all they're doing.
So when they get out, and it's not like the change the world ledge bait, but what would you go out there with, dude? Like, what would you pick up? Like, there's early fish on a ledge bait.
That's easy. There's 2 of them.
Okay.
There's 2 for sure. Actually, I'll give you 3.
3? Nice. You're feeling very generous, dude.
Any swim bait, any 5, 6, 7 inch swim bait would be great. And some of my personal favorites are like your bass tricks. True bass, of course. They do.
Yeah, Ryan Salzman. Yeah, he's a buddy, dude.
Yeah, he makes a great swim bait. It's probably my favorite swim bait. That one,
it's like the perfect size for here too.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Shadlicious is always good. That's probably one of our number 1 sellers. It's just something about Guntersville. They like that swim bait here. Yeah, for sure.
Question for you, real quick. So I made kind of a. Have you seen that goat head that I made, the gambler one?
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, we got it.
So what weight would? Because that's what I'm always confused about, dude. Because like, so for instance, down in Florida, if I'm fishing like 25 feet, I can throw like a 3/4, like even on the 30.
Right.
But here there's current, so it kind of changes how much like weight jig head that I'm gonna throw. So what goat head would I actually like strap one of those hollow bodies onto?
We actually don't have your goat head in yet. It's sitting back there.
But what size though, generally?
Yeah.
Like what kind of weight would it be?
Probably an ounce, man. I mean,
really?
How deep did you say?
Well, let's just say, I mean, those early jokers are what, like 10 to 15 usually?
You can get by with a 1/2 ounce.
Can you really?
Yeah, we also have internal This is something I've really gotten into
cool.
right here is internal swim bait inserts.
Do you have to tie the swim bait on first, or you have
No,
to?
what you actually do is you make a slit in your swim bait, run it through, poke the eye through, and they'll last like.
But it's like a tube setup though. It's
Yeah.
almost like
Oh,
an
yeah,
intro.
yeah.
So you put the jig head through the swim bait
Right.
and then tie it on and go.
Absolutely.
That's bad to the.
Yeah, that's
and then you
cool.
could put a stinger on that joker
You
too,
could. I
dude.
didn't even think about that.
That's cool. Now, is this a local product or is this?
I don't think that's a local product. Now the true bass, the true log hooks are what Ryan does, and those are when
That's
it
kinda
comes
like
to
that. Yeah,
an
dude.
exposed hook. That's probably the best one we have.
Try my gambler one.
I haven't got to try them yet. I can't say.
But it's the same concept. So we're talking early season, like a half ounce on a
Yeah.
swim bait. So that's
Oh,
your
yeah.
first pick. What's your second pick?
Weight wise, 3/4.
Oh, wait, no. No, we did shaky head. So shaky head
Shaky
is the
head
first pick, swim bait, and then numero tres.
Of course, like a half ounce or 3/4 ounce Magnum shaky head.
Oh,
man.
this is the shaky head
Yeah,
deal?
you can't go wrong with that. But they seem to get on a worm first thing.
A mag trick worm,
Yeah,
big
mag
old
trick
Senko style
worm,
worm, 7-inch
the-
fat
the
ace.
big yum bullworm. I mean the KVD bullworm.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably my go-to when they first get out there. It's probably a plum bullworm in the
Yeah.
7-inch. It's
How do those, is that a different, that looks like a different plastic than a mag trick worm. Does that float up a little more?
I don't think that one floats.
No.
I don't think so. I don't think a mag trick worm floats either.
No, they sink, but
Yeah.
I'm saying it looks a little more like,
Buoyant.
yeah, like
I don't think that one floats either.
but just like a thick, you're talking like a girthy
Yeah,
worm, like a nice
yeah, there's
girthy,
a-
they're like a thick girthy worm. Yeah.
This is the big
Yeah,
one,
the big boy.
mighty worm.
So you know what's funny with those jokers? I actually take one of those. Gambler makes an ER16. It's a
Yeah.
16-inch
Oh,
worm.
yeah, I've seen
and
that.
I cut them jokers off there, but I put them on a wobblehead football jig,
Yes.
wrecking ball, dude, and I drag them through because it's a little more weedless and like that shaky head, for as clean as it fishes, it does get hung in some of the
Right.
rocks because of that head, but that football will just roll on through.
That's a good tip.
What's your last pick, man?
Of
Early
course,
ledge.
6XD, man.
I love it. Now we're talking my language, dude. You got a favorite color? I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
I don't know about all that, but I'll show you my favorite
They're not
color.
be
It's
the
in
same
the
one.
8XD. It's I don't even know the name of it.
Yeah, the new one.
Real Shad.
Yeah, dude,
That
that's
one-
actually bad too.
I
Yes.
did really well on that one last year, but we have all the 10XD, 8XD, and 6XD.
This is mine. Green Gizzard
Yeah.
Shad. Like you cannot.
The
Now the water's got to be pretty clear, but not pretty clear, but like decent clear. But like it's got this iridescent finish that's it's balls to the wall, dude. Like balls to the wall. Oh, that's cool too. Oh, that's that summer Shad deal. That's kind of cool too. All right. Well, I'm overwhelmed, and now I'm gonna spend a bunch of money. I hate you, Myles. All right, Myles. We're gonna wrap this thing up. So,
Yeah.
where can they find you? I know they can find you. You can come see them at GTO, dude, and hang out and chill. Like, it's fun. That's kind of what we're going to do once we close out this video. We're going to sit around and talk fishing. But where can they find you if they're looking for a guide trip? Dude's epic. And he's freaking, dude, he shares information. He'll teach you how to fish as well as taking you to the fish.
You can find me on Facebook or Instagram. My Facebook's Myles Murray Guide Service, or my Instagram's Myles Murray 07. Make sure to like and subscribe to Mikey's videos, guys.
That was nice, dude. Or call down to GTO, dude. Ask for Myles. He's here. Like I said, when he's not guiding, he's here hanging out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and this will kind of give you some insights. I appreciate all the insights, dude.
Anytime.
So I'm gonna go try some of this stuff, but I hope it gives you some insights into how to get on some fish on Lake Guntersville and all these TDA lakes. Come on into GTO and go shopping because they have a lot of stuff. So that's literally what I'm about to do. Hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Tight lines.